Cameron, and I'd like to start this off by saying I'm different than most people. And by no means am I ever normal. You see, I have a lot of things people have never heard of. I have ADHD, Irlen syndrome, stunning good looks, and my heart just stopped as a baby. Now, I was a troublesome child. You see, God bless my parents. I have ADHD, but not just any ADHD, severe ADHD. And this was most apparent when I was in my junior year of high school, and it was an AP Write Day in AP Comp. So I had 45 minutes to write a 7-paragraph essay. You know, normal stuff. It's probably easy. Except that day, I forgot to take my ADHD pill. You know, the thing that helps me stay organized, stay on task, and, you know, normally work like a normal human being? Yeah, throw all that out. I didn't need that anyways. So, I hit this essay hard. You know, got full 3 sentences in. And then my brain just stopped. Literally, my brain was in the deepest thought I have ever been in my entire life. I have never thought this hard on one simple question. And I did it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, my friend Gavin looks over at me. He's like, "Bro, you okay?" And I look back at him, and I stare him deep in the eye and I go, "Do squirrels hibernate?" I sat there, 20 minutes. And then my teacher came over too. He's like, "Cameron, are you okay?" I'm like, "No." And man, I love that teacher, Mr. Moss. He was probably one of my favorite teachers. But I've also had awful teachers. See, I've taken 12 years of Spanish and I'm completely fluent in it. So my sophomore year of high school, in my Spanish class, I had a teacher whose name is Senorita Johnson. And I swear, she was as dumb as a brick. IQ of cardboard, like literally the dumbest person on earth. And one of the reasons why I hated this class so much is because, well, I'm an artist, and she was an artist. It's a match made in heaven. Every day she'd come up to me and be like, "Oh, how's your life going?" I'm like, "It's my life. Please stay away, far." But there was one day I was there, just sitting at my desk, coloring in the Garfield drawing that I was doing, and she like gets up and like starts walking over to me, and I'm like, "Great." She's gonna say, "Oh, it's so beautiful. You did a really nice job." And she comes over to me and she like leans over and goes, "Cameron, you can't draw that anymore." And I look at her and I'm like, "I have 102% in your class, and I'm literally caught up on any bit of homework you've thrown at me. Like, what do you want?" And she looks at me and goes, "Cameron, you can't draw that anymore because you have to draw it in Spanish." "You want me to give it like a sombrero and a churro, like make a little like party, like what? And I just look at her, and then I go back to the coloring, and she goes, "Mm-hmm," and then walks away. Now, my Spanish has come in handy a couple times, and one time it was when I was working at Pizza Ranch. I was a busser, and we, at one point, had 20 Spaniards walk through the door, and they took over the party room. So, that was part of my section. Now, I went in there, and, you know, I'm taking a bunch of plates, and then this lady looks over at me, and she goes, "Oh, te puedes tomar mi plato?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that in Spanish." And I look over, and I'm like, "Oh, no, es bueno, te puedo hablar español." And then the whole place went, "Wait." White guy speaks Spanish? And the guy turns around and he's like, "Te puedes hablar español?" And I look at him and I'm like, "See?" And the place erupted. It was like a fiesta in there. Literally people were jumping up and down. Some random dude gave me a hug. It was so loud. My boss heard it through 2 doors and across the entire restaurant. He came up to me later and he was like, "Cameron, what happened there?" And I looked at him and was like, "I'm a cultured white guy." Now, I've also had some other weird encounters at Pizza Ranch. So because I'm a busser, many times I'm carrying up like 30 plates from my waist to my chin. And, you know, I can't do anything with my hands. So I'm like walking, and then there's this, a 6-year-old boy, a 4-year-old girl, and their mother who's carrying a baby walk by. So, you know, I back up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let them by. And the 6-year-old boy outstretches his arm and then just wipes it across my knees. I'm like, "Whoa, what is that?" And then, you know, like any other sister wants to copy her brother, but she just comes up to me and goes, and just grabs my knee, like, for 10 solid seconds. I'm sitting like, "What do you do? Why are you so, okay, what's happening? You're still here?" And then the mother finally realizes, like, "Gracie, what are you doing?" She like does a little jump and like runs away. She never looked at me again in the eye. But I love children. I'm a camp counselor at Camp Lebanon, and I've done it for the past 4 years. And I will never regret giving up my entire summer to work at camp. Now, working at camp, you get a couple weird stories. The first one was, it was like a normal day, and it was like a bunch of 12-year-olds. And I walk into my cabin, and then literally they're all there. And I'm like, guys, what are you doing? They're like, it's boring, I don't know, there's nothing to do. And I look at them like, wanna go fight the water? And look at me like, fight the water? Yeah, fight the water, fight the water, fight the water! I got 10 12-year-old boys to walk down to the beach, and we lined them up, and I was like giving them an inspirational speech, like, you see that dihydrogen monoxide? It's evil! Oh, the fish hate it, you should hate it! And I'm like, you wanna go fight the water? They're like, yeah, let's go fight the water, yeah! And I'm like, charge! And they run, and I swear, they're like slapping the water with their faces. They're just beating up water. And my friend comes over, and he's like, Cameron, what are you doing? And I look at him, I'm like, can't you see? I'm getting a war. Now, my favorite story has got to be Ethan in the chair. Now, Ethan was a sweet child, but he was the most physical child I've ever seen. He literally fought anything and everything. And by that, I mean, one day, I was sitting on my bed, making sure the kids didn't die while they were getting ready to go to sleep. And Ethan just, brushing his teeth. And then he trips. Toothbrush goes flying, he face plants in the ground, I'm like, oh no, Ethan, are you okay? And then he gets up and it's like releasing a mini Hulk. He turns around, pushes over the chair, and then curb stomps this chair. Just hits it repeatedly. But the thing is, his 4 friends joined in. I had 5 in attendance beating the piss out of a chair. I went over there, and I'm like calling them off, like, guys, what are you doing? The chair, leave me alone, what did it ever do to you? And like, you know how hard it is to have a serious conversation with a child about why I shouldn't beat the crap out of a chair? Ethan, why did you hit the chair? Well, it tricked me. Ethan, you're not supposed to hit Camp's chair. Well, it deserved it. Ethan, it's a chair. I don't care. Now, there's only a couple times in my life I've ever felt really defeated. And one time was about 2 years ago when me and my brother decided to go to the dollar store. And it's like only a half a mile away, not that far. No one should, possibly die. But, so I got on my rollerblades and my brother Gabe got on his bike. He's in front of me, we're going down the path, and his bike tire hits a pebble, okay? A centimeter-long pebble. And it shoots it at the front tire of my rollerblade, hitting it back and sending me into a tornado of pain. I was on the ground contemplating if I was dead, alive, or maybe bleeding out. And I turned my head over to see him just turn the corner. I'm like, oh, thanks bro, love you too. And it took him like a full 2 minutes to realize that I wasn't there. I completely think he got to the dollar store and was like, oh man, I can't buy anything without him here. I need to go back for him. And he gets to me. And he's like, oh, Cameron, are you okay? Is everything all right? Are you feeling normal? Is everything normal? And I just look at him, I'm like, Gabe, when have I ever been normal? Thank you. Now,